Legend of Total War here with part 3 of my Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play campaign as the Karling Dynasty Empire of Francia. Alright, so previously we conquered the Kingdom of Saxony and Italy, and now I think it's a time for consolidation. So we're probably not going to be conquering that much on this episode. It's about making sure that we, hold on to these titles. So, things that I need to do is probably more internal things. We do need more money, so I might just ransom off a few of these prisoners that we've got. Now, I'd like to establish the Kingdom of Middle Francia next, but the problem is that I want the kingdom to pass on to a Karling Dynasty male, and there just aren't that many of them around at the moment. Later on in the campaign, there's probably going to be hundreds of them, but right now there's nothing. If we have a look at the Karling Dynasty, start looking for males. So he's dead. Start looking to see what we can find. So obviously this guy here, we've already established him as the king. And we just have to see what we can find. All of them dead. Distant relatives that aren't of my house anymore. It's a woman. No longer of our house, so his line. It's not as he was Italian as well, so fuck that. So yeah, we've pretty much, with that, opened up the entire family tree, and that's all there is. That's it. There's only 2 males. Well, there's actually 3. There's him, me, and this guy here. So then, there's really not a lot we can do. I mean, we've got a bit of piety here. Maybe I could start conquering some of Britannia. That might be a good start to it. Actually, this guy here hates me, doesn't he? Because I revoked his titles. Was that him? Well, it doesn't matter, I'm going to revoke more of his titles. So, County of Ghent, I want to claim that, because I've got room for it. What about Amiens over here? Yeah, I want the claim on this one as well. So let's revoke this. Now, let's see. I would like to increase my centralization. Can't do it before 804. Probably not within his reign, unless he gets lucky and lives quite a long time. So, someone's trying to kill Charles. If he dies, that's gonna suck. I mean, we've still got women here. Okay, hang on. We can marry some of these women off matrilineally. So hopefully she's not very good, but let's go. So matrilineal marriage. Try and find someone who's really fertile. And by doing that, their children will of course be of the Karling Dynasty and French and Catholic. Yeah, the problem with these children is that even though she had a matrilineal marriage, she is a bastard. Her husband must have died. It doesn't matter, who cares. End your plot. Keep having children if you can. Alright. Now of course we've got some dissident lords out here that we can try to imprison. Now we can actually tell them to auto stop all plots, but to be honest, sometimes the plots are worth them keeping so we can imprison them. It's a good way to revoke titles. Because now the thing is, we don't have that many French lords under our control. We want to try and change that. Make it as much French as possible. It'll just help keep it all under control for the future. So he's got a strong claim on the Kingdom of Bavaria. But I don't want him having that kingdom. Plus, if I declared war on them, I'd have to deal with the defensive pact, and right now, we're just not strong enough to be able to deal with that. But if it was something like Kent, that's easy, because it's just one region. All we have to do is get there and conquer it. Shouldn't be that difficult. Just that one region, that's all we have to do. But like I said, I want to get things organized first. It'll save us a lot of headaches along the road. So some of this is being transferred into Aquitaine. All of this is. This is not really a high priority. That'll transfer over quite easily because I'm not going to contest it. Hang on, they don't have this region here. This belongs to Duchy of Burgundy. So I need to claim the Duchy of Burgundy at some point. Because they're not supposed to have this. Well, I claimed that, didn't I? So I need to revoke it. So I'll claim this duchy. What other duchies do I have? Duchy of Flanders, Duchy of Ivera. I don't have anyone good to give that to. So I'll revoke this duchy just because they're not supposed to hold on to this title. And this guy here, he's the actual Duke of Burgundy. I didn't actually need to do that. Take the Duchy of Burgundy. But I needed to in order to revoke this. It's just I've also got... Let's just see. I don't necessarily need a king... sorry, a Karling Dynasty for that. Let's... Hang on, which one is it? Let's get her children, her son here. He's not Karling Dynasty, but he's French. Why can't I... Oh, he's not of our court. He's in... Ah, motherfucker. Oh, well. Calm down. It's not that hard. We've got things under control now. Should research economy... Economy tech's not that crucial. I need money right now. So let me just see here. With the economy tech, because that's actually one of the easiest things to increase, because we can build universities, which are pretty easy to build. Which we can start building them as of here, but I don't have a whole lot of money, so don't bother rushing forward. Building up the castle tech is good as well, because that way we can get upgraded castle towns for more money. Let me just see what I can do in that regard. So it needs castle walls. That's pretty cheap, right? Yeah. Paris is another region that I want to get. Yeah, upgrade those castle towns because we need to invest to make more money. And now's the best time to do it. There's still 700 odd years left to play the campaign. We'll get a good use out of it. Another thing is these tribal vassals out here. They're not really very... They're not useful at all. Actually, let me just see over here. How's our obligations? I can't change any laws. If we can get some tribal taxation out of them, that could be useful. So if I have a look here... So his income is 8.81. But if I was to take 10% of that, that would be 0.81 for me. And they should pay me that. Fuck, I don't even go large with them. Fuck the tribal vassals. Let them revolt against me. It gives me opportunity to destroy them. So he's in hiding, can't get him. Duke of Friuli. Yeah, just leave that be. There's no one really worth trying to imprison right now. Nobody's goddamn well having any children. What's going on here? Oh, hang on. Are you? No, you're not pregnant. You're a hunchback. Oh, that's no good. So attraction of... Oh, your husband's dead. Alright, well, I'll get you another husband. Maybe a tough soldier might work. Let's go with this guy. Don't care about the prestige. Much more important that start producing male children. How's her fertility? Elusive shadow. And what about our sister over here? Alright, she's the Queen of Aquitaine, but they've only had a daughter. They need to have a son, or else I'm just going to inherit all this shit. And I don't want it. Unfortunately, when it comes to, like, things with children, it's all based on luck. Sometimes I don't want them to have kids, and then they go and have them. Sometimes I do want them to have it, and then they don't. Can I revoke this now? No, they're still fighting that revolt. That could go on for quite some time. There's no point expanding because I just don't have anywhere to put these new vassals that I would gain. So I'm too close to my limit to bother with that right now. So defeating them nice and early here. Yeah, not so much looted province. Alright, so going back to this again. So I thought I captured the motherfucker because I want to sell him. Ransom him for cash. So that I continue to invest in these regions. So what we want to start doing, I suppose, is building new holdings. Because for one thing, we'll get a high taxation from it, and another thing is it's a few extra troops. But you start building them now. That way, the temple vassal or the mayor or whatever, they can actually start investing into the region and making it better. I mean, I could invest into this myself, but might as well let the mayor do it. Because I only get a small portion of that. So, of that 15 gold, I think I get about 25% of it. So, that's still pretty good. But there's other things I need to invest into. Alright, with castle walls being built, we can then upgrade the castle town to help increase our income per year. By a small margin. Over here as well. I just don't have anything else to do right now. I'm really just waiting for a child to be born. She's not even pregnant. Oh, I don't care about her. I wonder if I should divorce her and go get a younger wife just so I can have more children. Because she's nothing special. Yeah, get rid of her. She served her purpose. Fuck off. Alright, let's get ourselves a new wife. Oh, whatever. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's just see who's got high stewardship. That way we can increase our demesnes. What have they got here? Indulgent, wastrel. The problem is, though, that if I have another child, another son, they'll be wanting probably more than one kingdom. Possibly. Not necessarily. Alright, so this one here is pretty good. But she's better because she got high diplomacy. Good to keeping the other things in line. We'll go with her. She's 17 years old. Why not? Lowers our prestige, but who cares? So now we've got 9 out of 10. So let's just claim and fucking Saxons are here. Alright, well with the Saxons here, let's get ready for this. Alright, it's not this is probably the easiest of all of the wars to fight, because all you need to do is wait. They absolutely cannot win if you're just patient. If you go in and be like, oh, there's so many of them, and charge right at them head first with an inferior army, you're asking to be defeated. But if you're patient and you just keep recapturing the settlements that they take, they eventually wear themselves out. That being said, I think we start off with more troops than they do. I've got about 300 more troops than them. But that being said, also, if I was to throw my troops at them and lose, I can recover my troops. They cannot recover any troops at all, making them obviously inferior. Alright, now I did say I wanted to claim this. Actually, what about Amiens? Yeah, let's I've already got a claim on it. Okay, revoke it. Not at the moment. Still, I don't want to let these raiders think they can just get away with this kind of shit. It's best for us if they actually try to attack these settlements. Good. You go crawling back home, you shits. So it's cost them about 80 men. If they separate their troops, our guys here will have no trouble taking on an army of about... Well, they just lost a lot of men there. If they merge their troops, it'll be difficult to beat them, but okay, just be patient. I wonder if the Pope's got any money that I can just take out from him. He's got 520. Can you just give me money? Because I need it. I mean, he'll hate me for it because I've just taken a lot of his cash. He can't deny me because I'm his vassal. But, yeah, we can use that money to invest into our regions. Now I can build another, a hold here. To help expand our territory. So yeah, they've merged their army over here. That only makes them weaker, to be honest. Because if they move somewhere that they're not going to have good supply, they'll take a lot of attrition. What the hell? Wounded's not that bad, but how did you get wounded? Alright, so this one here, I was supposed to... Can I revoke that now? No. Yeah, put a claim on that, because I need to transfer this over to Aquitaine. So yeah, we've got a few thousand extra troops. Now, there's still a chance that we would lose that battle. Especially if we don't have any commanders. Gotta bring in some commanders. Should keep him nice and happy, although there really shouldn't be a problem. Look at the attrition they just took. Very nice. See... Try and keep him in that region as long as possible. He'll take heaps of attrition. This is so stupid. It's only because it's winter. Just keep him there during the winter. Roll on the brave. Very nice. Whatever. They took it more attrition there. The thing is, though, he'll get an attacking bonus. Or defensive bonus. Oh, god damn it. What's with the daughters? We're having so many damn daughters. Alright, probably winter's going to end soon, so let's just get in there and kill him. I think... What? I just inherit... Oh, that's right. So I got that. We need to transfer that over to you. Well, this battle here looks won, and that'll pretty much be the end of the revolt, because I can't see them coming back from that. Okay, with 3,000 of their soldiers dead, we can recover their troops. They can't. Just go around now, just retaking these settlements. How much war score was that worth? 36%. That's pretty good. So if we can cut them off, I don't know where he's going, but if he's heading up here, we want to, of course, fight him again. Okay, he's no longer retreating. It's good, it's worth a bit of piety as well. Damn, these territories suck. They're really shit. So he's got a daughter there now. So, alright. We've got a son. Not a son. We've got a male who has nothing to inherit. That's what we're looking for. So now we have to decide where do we most need this guy to be? King of Italy or the King of Middle Francia? Probably leaning towards Middle Francia, to be honest. Because there's more kingdoms over here that we need transferred into Middle Francia. The sooner we get that done, the better. Good, more technology certainly comes in handy. But of course, while we're still stealing technology, well, you know, spreading technology from Constantinople over here, there's no real point in spending these points, because these points don't degrade over time. But if we jump ahead of things, we won't be able to steal their technology anymore. Because we'll be ahead of them. Remember that the game is not a race, it's a marathon. Slow and steady wins the race. Think about the end game, don't worry too much about now, it's not a blitz. Alright, that has pretty much destroyed them. They're out of here. So then, if we enforce demands... Yeah, okay, well, whatever. That's the end of that. This can now be disbanded. Oh, hang on. Before we disband it, let me just see if we can imprison some people. Who can we lay the smackdown on? Thankov of Thuringia is right here. Alright. Since we've already got our troops levied, we'll just go over there and fight him. Because we're going to need to start getting some titles to hand over to the future king of this area. And of course, if we can take titles away from filthy Germans, Saxons and Franks, it's all good. Oh good, you had a son as well. That's not the same one though that I was looking at. Yeah, there he is. smash this up for the gold. How are we going with prisoners? Can sell you off. So, that's already making, 12 gold. Of which I would get, I think it's 25% that I get. So what's 25% of 12? It's about 4. So he's already going to surrender. Good stuff. I accept your surrender, and I'll revoke your titles. Because you're filthy German. Then he's completely unlanded there now. Alright, now. This child here. Time to grant him titles. Okay, there's other titles over here, for example, these, which I don't intend to hold on long term. So I'll hand them over to him so I can capture this stuff. Well, not capture, but take it. We have to be mindful of our piety. We don't have a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to revoke this without a claim. It's going to cause a minus 15 with all vassal penalty. But that being said, because we've got him completely under our control, he's the real strength in the land. So no one's going to fuck with me while he's got under control. It's only minus 15 for a few years. People will forget about it. So who's this? Duchy of Brabant. Okay. Okay, now I can give you another one of those other titles. Maybe Gelre. Because all of this is going to be part of Middle France, yeah? Alright, so this guy over here, he wants to kill someone. I don't really care who. But this guy's Frankish, and he has a few titles that we could take to hand it over. Oh, hang on. I need to make him the Duke of Thuringen. Because I don't want to be holding on to multiple duchy titles. So, hopefully this fails. Good. Because if it doesn't fail, we don't get the chance to put them in jail as a traitor and revoke their titles for free. If they go straight to jail, the only thing I can do is send them a ransom. Where did that other guy go? I should ransom him off. It's only 10 gold, but still, it's better than nothing. So this is what we do with consolidation. Everything's getting much tidier. So this over here, this looks like we can revoke Alemannia now. If he wants to rise up against me, you go right ahead. Oof, fuck me, that's a lot of revolts. It'll be alright. Deal with this one here first. But all these motherfuckers are going to jail. Which is good for us. Good. Let's just go to... What the fuck? Well then. He died of severe stress at the age of 57. Well, that sucks. We've still got this going on, but the revolt ended. Overall, it's not really a big deal. How old are you? 21 years old. That's okay, I guess you can... So that's just the end of Charlemagne. That it happens. I still need him to research military tech. Now, and my defense is a little bit under the limit. I need to give you another title. So we've got Friesland over here. I'll hand that over to you. But I'll keep one of them, because if I can just increase my stewardship a little bit. So I doubt that I've inherited a claim. Oh no, I've still got the claim for this. But I don't have enough prestige. But that's okay, prestige will build up very quickly over time, because we're the Emperor. Oh, absolutely, you must not be fighting any battles. Not until you've at least got a son who's come of age. Then that's going to be a while. I can't believe Charlemagne died of severe stress. What's this? Yeah, I'll have that. Extra tithe sounds good. Would you? Fuck off. I hate these raiders. Okay, his wife died. We'll get him a new wife. Someone young and fertile like you. How's our military? Not quite as strong as what Charlemagne had available to him, but we're okay still. These guys need to be disbanded after this. I'll have to delay revoking that. We've still got the claim. No, we don't actually. Oh, because you're a traitor. Oh, all of those motherfuckers that rose up against me, even though they're not in jail, they're still traitors. So I can revoke them without penalty. So there's like, these guys over here, I can revoke their shit, because they're traitors. And hand them over, you're just out of German control. Same with the Italians. Hand them over to French people. Alright, so what we need to be doing here, anyone that's... Oh, hang on. Why did we get a... Should close that. What's this? Oh, I finished building this. Okay, hand that away. Okay, factions. So, having a look at these guys here, so the Pope doesn't like us very much. So, Count of Macon, where's that? I revoke your titles. You're not a traitor. But you hate my guts. I should transfer vassalage of this guy into here, so that way I don't have to worry about him anymore. So... yeah. Because he's going to be made king very soon. And that's part of his de jure. And that way, you know, I just don't have to worry about him plotting against me. There's still more I need to get rid of. So this guy here is the Duke of Medina. Can I revoke your titles? You're a traitor, but he won't accept that. He'll rise up against me. We're not really establishing the Kingdom of Italy right now. So let's see who else is in this. Count of Monferrato. Again, it's not one we're worrying about right now. Duke of Franconia. Okay, if I was to imprison you, you're not a traitor. What about revoke? Nope. Okay, we've won this one. I'm just doing this for gold. Alright, my armies need a little bit of a rest. They're not in perfect shape. Okay, so with this guy in jail, we can revoke his titles and hand them over to someone a little bit more deserving. So... let me just see. His duchies of both... okay, Holland's part of that. Okay, I need to revoke Holland. I don't need to revoke this one. Yeah, okay, so we'll take that. And he's also got a lot of other... how come only one? Oh, I wanted to get 2 out of him. Alright, well then we'll just ransom him off. He can't afford the gold. Alright, and these guys here... alright, whatever. So we go to the future king of this area and grant him Duchy of Holland. So the Duchy of Burgundy, where's that? Burgundy. I'll hold on to it just for the time being. So he's starting to get more powerful, and as he's getting more powerful, and as he continues to like us more, so what have they got over here? A revolt? Yeah. Because a lot of these lords here hate my guts. Okay, now you've got enough money, ransom you off, pay your fines, and if you fuck up again, well, oh man, there's a lot of people here to imprison. Pope, because we do want to retract certain things away from him, but there's other priorities. I'm looking more for people that are within Middle Francia to revoke. County of Dijon. Okay. I'm just doing this so I can revoke his county titles, because he is not... oh wait, he is French. Well, whatever, I'll just deal with it. Doesn't look like it's going to be a difficult fight. So how many troops can I levy from you? Not that many. So, as for my sisters, she's had a child, she hasn't had a child, and she's not pregnant. I guess he doesn't want to touch it, his hunchback wife. All of her children are worthless. So she died, and he's the heir to, well, he's sickly. He's the heir to, Aquitaine. Let's just hope he actually survives. Like I said, we're probably not going to be expanding the realm today. This is all about consolidation, getting rid of lords that aren't French, and establishing powerful vassals that are completely under my control. It's a lot easier, I think, to juggle fewer vassals, fewer more powerful vassals, than opposed to lots of diverse vassals all over the place. That's what we're trying to work towards. I think that's enough. Throw them troops in there if we can. Okay, we beat him. Stupid fucking raiders. Okay, we've won that. And we've won here. So you're going to jail. I think I'll just take one of your regions off you. And then ransom him off. Because I could use the gold. So, this title will be handed over to you. Also hand that over to them. To him. So I've still got this over here. I need to increase my centralization because I need at least 9 in order to occupy all of this. And generally speaking, it's good to have a little bit more so that I can hold on to regions to like fix them up. Just essentially put regions into administrations. Okay. Another thing that we need to start doing, I think, is punishing the Saxons, getting them out of here, just revoking them one by one, and just eradicating them. And just one region at a time, start converting them to castle regions, which it takes time. So this guy here we can imprison, but since he's a filthy pagan, we can just flat out revoke it. So he's been left completely unlanded now. No one cares about him. If I was to imprison him and fled to the court of Earl God 1, who cares? So this is now under my control. So what I'll do is I'll give you cleave. And then over here I'm going to build a new castle. Because like I said, we do not want tribal vassals. And what this will do is, while we're holding on to this, we'll make this will be made the priority, the county capital, and then we'll hand it back over to him, so that there'll still be a tribal vassal, but it will be a minor tribe, as opposed to a major tribe. We sort of need to do that for every single one of these. The sooner we do it, the better, because otherwise they're always going to be a problem. Tribal vassals are shit, just get rid of them. This is why we need loads of cash. So we've got to imprison the nobles, make them pay for it. Okay, imprison him, probably got a good chance of success there, yep. And then just, I don't need to revoke your title. I just want to ransom him. Because I just want to, basically I just want to find people for money. So this is the county of another one, 56% chance. Good, because I don't really want to revoke his title, and just ransom him off. Good way to extort gold out of these guys. Risen up against us, not a big deal, easy to deal with. Because like I said, it's expensive to do this and it's going to be time consuming. Better we get it done now. We also need to figure out a way to get some more piety. Alright, I need to know when people have more sons. So that I can... I need to establish a king of Italy as well. This can't be you, because you're going to be king of Aquitaine. I don't have an heir yet, do I? I'll tell you what, it'd be good once we've conquered Scandinavia and just this shit stops happening. Because it can really bankrupt you. Which is not a good thing. Alright, so you owe me a big fat fine. If you can't pay your fine, I'll revoke your title. No, you can't pay your fine. Well, you're Frankish, well then you get your county revoked. Still made money just from capturing the settlements. Okay, Alemannia. We should be able to revoke it because he's a traitor. He's not going to... with a 1% chance of trying to imprison him. Then we'll see where we go with this. I don't think he's going to accept it. It's a reasonably significant revolt. Nothing to be too concerned about, though. Because it's all part of our shit territory. I'm going to have to raise all of my troops. I think. But am I concerned? No, not really. This is why the enemy lords need to be punished. So Alemannia, once we've revoked it, will be handed over to the future king of Middle Francia. Like I said, I don't want to hand it over to him just yet, just because there is a lot of tidying up that needs to be done here, which he won't get done on his own. There's bits and pieces, troops around the place. Don't worry about it too much though. Also, once we've defeated this, we will have crushed a major revolt, which will make our vassals like us a little bit more. And also put a lot of them in jail. All in one fell swoop. There's a lot of lords here that will go straight to jail once we've won. Okay, that's actually a pretty significant army. Before we capture any settlements, we have to fight that. And preferably now, before they regroup with any other troops. Them attacking my settlements right now is not a good idea for them, because I'm going to hunt them down and kill them, and then they're not going to have anything to fight back with. Right, I need to do this at the beginning of every reign, or to assign new commanders. Now, if I cross into here, it's a pretty major river crossing. It probably would be best if we avoid that. That's just a standard river. It's not quite as bad. Plus we outnumber them by a huge margin. If he wants to come and reinforce, go right ahead. This army will be routing before they show up. Good, if we beat them before he shows up, we'll actually have a defensive bonus here. Then he didn't show up. But still, gain some war score from it. Okay, shouldn't be a major river crossing now. We're better off actually going around so we don't have to cross this river. Because it is a significant army, we should not underestimate it. These guys are about to meet up with them as well, but they've got low morale. Okay, there we go, no river crossing now. Hang on, they outnumber us. Okay. Are we still building up our forces? Yep. Get up here, we've got to fight them. So they actually do outnumber us. Alright, I'm going to need my personal troops. Maybe I need to take this a bit more seriously. Don't worry about the capture of the settlement, doesn't really mean much. Capture it back, pretty much no casualties. So yeah, we're definitely winning the war. It's just, their numbers are, you know, a little bit of a concern. Okay, you guys just come and stand here and just besiege it the old-fashioned way, starve them out. I don't know what they're doing with their army. It looks like they're going back to, I don't know, pick up some more troops. In the meantime, it could be a good opportunity for us to hit these territories out here because they're very easy to take. They're not going to be worth much war score, but like I said, they're just easy to take. Just need to be mindful, though, of what the supply limit's going to be. So, for example, that's kind of a problem. Good for piety as well. I don't need you. Go away. So the Pope has risen up against me. Well, whatever. Ransom him. He's usually pretty rich. Get some money out of him. Also, it gives us an opportunity to revoke some of his titles. Okay, we're not done here yet. I'll need to get control over this so that I can make that the primary title here instead of the tribal thing. So just try and capture this stuff as quickly as we can. And we can tell that we've already lost like 600 men since we moved in here. What happened there? The army just reduced in size by quite a lot. This motherfucker here died. Well, you've come into power. So naturally, I guess he doesn't like us as much. And is that why we... Okay, well, I'll be his guardian. And, that was really bad timing, because I needed him. Everyone dies so fucking young in this. So when do you turn 6? I don't know, but hopefully sometime soon. So that's really weakened us. Still, no reason to be too concerned just yet. Alright, so now what we do, we hand that castle over to you. And the tribe, and you just deal with it however you see best. We'll work on this one next. Oh shit, that is a lot of troops. So we're gonna want... we don't want any of this. Stand back, but you gotta regroup. That was a really bad time for our guy to lose this. Let me just see if I can get a white piece. You're not winning the war. How's their finances? We're okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a bigger army than I'm willing to take on. Now, max army size is only 7,000. Even with these, we only have about 9,000 troops. So if I want to win this, looks like I'm going to need bloody mercenaries again. But they're expensive. We got to ask ourselves though, we can win this quickly with mercenaries, or we can drag this war out for a long time. Which are we going to do? So let me see. So if we look at the mercenaries, again, we can hire them. The White Company. 4,500 more men. That'll give us enough to, hang on, to match them in numbers. Actually, we'll have slightly more than them. Look, I just need this war to be over. Let's just get on with it. Meet them here at Breda. That way they have to cross the river. You stand there. Get ready to reinforce. Hopefully they walk straight towards me here because it's a trap. This is it, because it's a major river crossing here. They'll lose a lot of points. Don't send them in. Because if I send them in here, he'll back off. Now we send him in, he can't detach. And it'll take him a few days to get in there. Bolster the morale of our troops and crush his. So they're losing morale a lot faster than us now. Yeah, we've won the battle. That couldn't have been won without the mercenaries. Let's just hope we get enough ransoms out of this if it's going to make it worth it. Now, under no circumstance are we going to, of course, accept a peace treaty. Unless it's enforced demands, of course, because this has already cost me 450 to do this. But, you know, when we capture a settlement, well, one of their other ones, not this one, it'll be worth some cash. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll make my way down here and just raid the entire area until my forces are pretty much diminished, because I should get to 100%, and just try and make as much cash to pay off the loss from hiring those mercenaries. But this is all part of consolidation as well. Putting these guys in jail, we're going to be able to revoke a lot of their titles and give it to people that are going to be more loyal to us. And loyalty is something that is worth more than gold. We just need the gold as well, that's all. So I kind of hope this is going to be a son. Although he'd be an old emperor. But I don't know, it'll be fine. Okay, so you're 6 years old now, right? I'm going to be your guardian. Okay, so we just wreck shit up. Now, I have to pay those mercenaries, like, was it 32 a month? So we're going to try and make sure we actually, you know, get our money's worth from capturing all this shit. The war score from those is nowhere near as valuable as these regions. We're gaining war score a lot faster than them. If they're going to try and make their way back down here, of course, we can easily beat them now. We've got 4,000 more troops than them. A daughter. So who's the heir at the moment? Our cousin. Who the fuck is this? Oh, this fucking idiot is matrilineally married to this stupid bitch. Look at, he's got all these sons as well. We can't really make, and he's a Lombard. Yeah, we can't let him be the heir. Fucked if I'm gonna have Lombard heirs. Filthy Italians. Looks like he recovered a few hundred men, and of course we're down a few hundred. That's not going to matter, we're almost done here. Alright, the war is lost for them. There's no point continuing on here. Paying for those mercenaries is probably not really worth the amount of money we're getting from looting. So we're better off disbanding them. Alright, so we're not that far out of pocket, and of course, we've got a lot of people here that have just gone to jail. So let's firstly deal with the Pope. So the Pope doesn't have a whole lot of money. Well, he can stay in jail until otherwise. So certain things need to be taken away from him. Yes, that needs to go. And that'll be handed over to you. Actually, just make sure it's French. Then, do I want to revoke this? Can't revoke anymore, so it's just a case of ransom now. But he can't afford it, so we'll just have to wait until he can afford it. Now, as for you, your shit needs to be revoked. I will revoke... We've taken this and I forgot to bloody build something here. Get that going. So you've got a fair bit of money. Right, let's have a look. I suppose any one of those doesn't really matter. We'll go for Schwaben. Why not? Okay, we'll hand Schwaben straight over to you. Now, we've finally taken these vassals out from underneath him. These need to go over to Aquitaine. Just transfer them straight over. So what are their names? Oh, Bern. I can go first. Argyll. And the title holder seems to be here, Grissons. Alright, good. All of... Oh, hang on. What about this one here? Don't forget about that. That needs to be transferred over. Oh, it's at the top. Okay, all of that is now... And if I'm not mistaken, it's now perfect. Let me just see. Yes, it's 100% perfect. That's exactly how I want it to look. Now, the problem here is that it's not going to stay that way. But there's going to have to be quite a bit of back and forth. But once these have been absorbed into Aquitaine, it'll be a lot easier for us to manage it in future. Which, of course, you know, it's going to have to hold that way for 100 years. But, oh well, we've got plenty of time. Now, I believe I have too many duchies. This guy over here now, ransom him off, because we need to, you know, pay for the mercenaries. That cost me 450, so you can help pay for that now. So the Duke of Medina, you're a traitor. I won't take your duchy titles. I kind of want to take your minor titles. I don't really want to hold on to these settlements anymore. Just trying to think about how we're going to go about this. So this is my uncle, is he? Still just trying to think. We've got to be careful on how we do these things, because it's very hard to just retract your decision. So be very careful. He's my uncle on my mother's side, so he's the Lombard filth of the family. So what are we going to do about this? Because I can't hold too many titles, and I don't have anyone else here to put in power. Let me just see who else is available. Oh, that's who we've put in place to be the king of Middle Francia. There's Aquitaine. That's him again. There's no one left for it to go to. So for the time being, until somebody else has some more children, I don't think we can expect any children from them. But you're still young. So we'll just have to wait and see. Let's just see if there's any, like... Hang on. Let's see if there's any counts or something that we can sell. Count of... This guy's Frankish, so we'll revoke his county. Hand that over to you. This guy here is... oh, that's the same guy. Ransom him off. Ransom you off. High Chief of Holstein. I don't want to do any more of that right now. So what I'll do... Which is Holstein? Let's just ransom him off, because I can revoke his shit at any time anyway. Like I said, when it comes to doing this stuff, I kind of need to do it slowly. One thing at a time. Anyway, with the pagan tribals, I can revoke them at any time. They don't have to be in jail. Duke of Spoleto, leave him be for the time being. Doge of Genoa, ransom him off. It's good for money. Well, you got this revoked. Where's that supposed to go? Okay, so revoke. Oh, he's currently considering ransom offer. Okay, that's cool. Let's keep going now. So things are definitely consolidating a lot more now, which is good to see. I never join plots unless it's actually a good plot. As an emperor, you really can't risk getting caught by plots. Oh, would you fuck off? So how's my army? 14,000 men available to us. Yeah, you need to have a son, maybe even multiple sons. So when he comes of age, we need to pretty much immediately make sure that he's just popping out Karling Dynasty male heirs. Let him rot. I think we managed to make back our money from hiring those mercenaries. Alright, now I want to put a... I don't want to hold these for that long. Yeah, behead them all. I don't give a fuck about them. Let's look into this person's family here. So we're looking for somebody who's got like a second or third son, someone who's not going to inherit anything. Can't find anyone of the sort. Nope. Because I want to give these away. So how's our threat going? It's gone down considerably. With 14,000 men, we could take on the Umayyads, but the problem is, of course, the defensive pact. Alright, with 1,600, we've got enough to build another region, another holding. So build a city here. Now, if we go into our laws, where's church taxes? Are currently at 35%. If I was to go to city taxation to large, no, I think 25%. Just keep it at normal is fine. Tribal taxation, just throw that straight at large. Who gives a fuck about them? Should bankrupt them. Hate tribal vassals, so just yeah, fuck them. People will usually vote for that. Now, Saxony is a kingdom that I actually want destroyed. I want to absorb that territory into the Kingdom of Middle Francia, and that'll just take a bit of time. So if you have a look at exactly what he owns, that's what he's currently got. So if I was to levy his personal troops, 2,000 men. Alright, who can we beat down on at the moment? Duchy of Tuscany. No, like I said, I don't want to deal with Italy until we've got someone available to take it on. What are you trying to kill? I just want you to stop. Just leave that be. So you wanna have another crack at me, do you? Well, this gives me more chance to retract more of your titles. Yeah, it shouldn't be arbitrary. So how old are we now? 26 years old. Still pretty young, but I'm just concerned about our lineage. That's all. Why would you have accepted a matrilineal marriage, you fucking moron? Just capture this as quickly as possible. There's no need to drag this on too long. Good opportunity as well to get some more cash coming in. Could take out the army, but I'm more interested in capturing the settlements because I need that gold. A lot of investments need to be made. Okay, so we need a temple here. How's this coming along? Yeah, it's getting there. How much longer? 805, 26th of May, less than a year. Yeah, accept that. Okay, so time to revoke more of your stupid Frankish shit. Okay, let's see. If we just take a county first, if I can take the other... No, I can't take the other county. So he'll be stuck with that. But we'll give him the other titles. So he can have the Duchy of... what is it? Brabant. And Breda. How many duchy titles am I holding onto now? 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 fucking duchy titles. It's not that big of a deal, but I do need to get rid of them. Okay, so the Duchy of Alemannia. Let's have a look. Let's got these two vassals in here, which I wanted to revoke their shit because they're German. I'm just waiting for them to screw up so I can put them in jail. Okay, he's buggered off, so... Okay, we need to make this region richer. What's my income at the moment? 23.97. It's getting better. We'll just take something. Fuck off. Okay, another thing is that if we upgrade the legalism, we could then go for medium centralization so that I could have 9 demand size, so that I could try and just expand my holdings, which will make me a lot more money. One of the easiest ways to make lots of cash is just hold lots of this shit. Okay, what is this? So we read it. This will be good to get some piety. That we just reaffirmed my own faith. But we're currently in the middle of doing large tribal tax laws. So I won't worry about it too much right now. Count of Baden. Alright, can't revoke his title, but we can give... No, I don't want to give him a release. Make him pay for it. I'm just not sure what to do with these guys over here. That's why I haven't. So I'll ransom you because you're not my vassal anymore. You're no longer my problem. Need the cash. This is almost done. I can't imprison him because he's in hiding. Duchy of Medina. It's just Italians now, and I don't want to get involved with Italian politics just yet because I don't have a candidate to be king. Not yet, anyway. If we have a look, no, they're just not having very many children. Just no children. They've just had the one. She wants to have a daughter, and he wants to become court chaplain. What is he? Well, whatever. When's my wife going to have more children? Well, she's 34, so it might be an idea actually to divorce her, get someone else. Not yet, maybe later, because we're still fairly young. It's just that we could die at any time. Just need to make sure the lineage is secure, because this guy, I don't want him becoming king. That would be a disaster. Okay, I've reached an hour and a half, and I just want to keep going a few more minutes. Try and sort out a bit more shit, because this is almost done here. I'm still looking for... Oh, that reminds me. Hang on. There was there's him. His... Oh wait, they're not there. I was thinking, looking for someone French to take over this here so that I can continue taking these over here. It's just all daughters. Looking for someone who's got... Oh, you're in charge of most of this. We're an empire of women. Like I said, he's going to inherit this title here. I don't want him... Well, hang on. We can look for people over here that perhaps... None of these people are having any children. Fuck me sideways. Nobody wants to get married and have kids these days. Well, when they die, I just inherit it and then I go to re-establish it. That being said, you know, I'd be making a little bit of cash out of these regions, so it's just I don't want to invest into it because it's not going to be held under my control for very long. Alright, is this finished? Good. And with that, at least now the primary holding is this. We don't have to worry about that crap. This guy's Catholic, so we can't revoke that. He might actually fix that up himself. Which would be good. But, you know, he's got no funds, and he wouldn't be making a whole lot of money when, you know, it is a piece of shit settlement. Can't do anything to help him out with that. Anyway, I suppose that's a good place to end the episode here. So, we didn't expand at all. I mean, we're just waiting for the threat to go down. And there's quite a bit of consolidation. If we have a look at what he's able to hold on to right now. So what we're doing is slowly building him up. Transferring these vassals into him. And then once we've done the majority of it, we just make him the king. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. So like and subscribe. Part 4 is next. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.